Okay then. Okay then. Hey Damol, what's going on? We were about to make some changes, but then we got distracted. You'll be the voice that questions everything I do again. I don't mind. I don't mind the critique. I'm not above that. If I find myself making a mistake, I'm not above admitting it. if I make an uninformed choice, which happens more often than not, to be perfectly honest with you. The one mistake looks like I did do. Well, this wasn't my fault, but looks like all the changes or all the cards, all the candidates for my sideboard options are gone. That's a little annoying, but I guess we'll make do. Let's go over this really quickly. We missed calling scales. So how was the Storm Script, Liquid Metal Coating, Spyglass is the maybe pile, Fleetwood Cruiser, Greeny Sphere, Calling Scales, Damping Sphere also went to the maybe pile. What else? Better Skull, nope, absolutely not actually. Defense Grid is out, Dragon's Claws out. Damn, what else? This is a problem that Magic Online sometimes seems to have. It doesn't respect your changes. Like there needs to be some kind of a button that says save the deck, save the changes. It tries to do it automatically, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Oh well. Well, I think Metamorph was also in the maybe pile. Truth be told, I'm not really comfortable with including Metamorph. Well, that makes the two of us. Welcome to the club, man. I won't play the Orb myself, probably, but I was just saying it's better at what they want to accomplish with Trini Sphere. That's fair. That's fair. It might be better. I guess with Trini Sphere, like the biggest problem with Trini Sphere is the need to land it early. And if you manage to land it on turn 2 or even turn 1, then obviously it's gonna do some God's work against, well, any deck that's soft to the Trini Sphere. So if you're already running 1, the chances of having it in your opening 7, I just don't see it. Like if you're running 2 in your sideboard, then maybe. But if you're fetching it with Karn, you know what? I'm actually just gonna remove it. I don't see it. Great music, glad you like it, man. I always like to listen to some music while I'm streaming. Actually, I always like to listen to some music while I'm playing Magic. It kind of helps me to get into the flow in the right mind space. I like listening to synthwave, retro wave, or just some lo-fi chill music. Looks like every time I do it though, my videos get flagged for like commercial content, like trademark content. Looks like it doesn't affect them in any way. It's just that I can't monetize them since they include copyrighted content. I don't care. I don't care. That's not the plan. That's not the plan at all. Perfect, man. Then we're in the same boat, you and I. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. What else? What else? What else? What else? Uber Mask was also a maybe, I think. And Witchbane Orb was still in the middle of being questioned. But the more I think about Witchbane Orb, the less I like it. I guess Welding Jar and Walking Ballista also warrants another look. Anything else? I mean, this is just what I have here at this moment, but I think I have most of the artifacts worth thinking about, worth considering, except from some cringe ones. Oh yeah, Spell's Guide. Yeah, thanks, that was it. Spell's Guide was one option indeed. Spell's Guide is a better welding char. You might be right. You might indeed be right. Okay. So let's make some hard choices. Crypt Coding, Orb, Bridge, Lattice, auto include. So what's out? What's out? Well, starting from the top, I think Calling Scales is interesting. It fares quite well against any deck that wants to play low curve creatures. So namely humans, spirits, I guess burn to a certain extent. Well, goblins. Well, not necessarily goblins. Goblins plays a lot of creatures. I wanna say Chunt. Well, actually, this does hit a lot of decks. Yeah, let's reconsider it. For actually Metamorph, the more I think about this guy, the less I like him. The problem is you have to fetch him, and there needs to be some kind of a target on the table already. My experience with Metamorph has been that I want to say 9 times out of 10, but I'm gonna say 7 times out of 10 he's just another bridge. You have a bridge out and you want to super protect him, so you play Metamorph. Sometimes you might go ahead and copy a Rebel Master. It's not horrible. It's sometimes quite good actually, but I like if you my criteria for a card to be good is this card good by itself, or does it require something else? If it requires something else, then it needs to be amazing to be included. Like rituals, yes. These do require something else, obviously, but they are amazing when it happens. Metamorph, on the other hand, too slow in the current format. I kind of agree. I mean, it's 3 mana, so you never play it for 4 unless you have a Gemstone Caverns out. But I agree. Let's leave him. Let's leave him. He's not horrible, but he's not great either. Okay, Uber Mask. Well, this is Russ's pet card. Well, Uber Mask's best edge is against control, and I gotta say, if you do manage to land it, they will have a hard time recovering. But the problem is it never does. It just never does. Like it's the same thing again. Like you need to have this early. You need to have it early, and you need to just somehow be able to sneak it onto the table. And it's 4 mana, so it's a lot to ask. I mean, how often are you able to sneak a Chandra through their defenses, huh? I mean, sometimes it does happen, but same thing here. Sometimes it happens. More often than not, yeah, it doesn't. I don't see it. Like, if they have an Aether Vial, it's also quite nice, since they can't use it because the cards are exiled. I can see it, but my experience has been that I've never once done it. I've never once been able to lock my blue opponent out by using the Uber Mask. So if I really wanted a card against control, I think I would just include, like, I don't know. Akroma was decent. Akroma was decent. People are saying she's a meme card, but I disagree. I think she's quite good. But if I want something to force something out, I would probably just run Ricochet Trap. it functions. It achieves the same goal. You'll be able to force one spell out. I don't like Uber Mask. Too slow. Too narrow. Witchbane Orb. Well, this is kind of starting to become a deck of sorts, even though this is this is not my deck. This is just my personal take on the deck with some minor changes. Yeah. Yeah, it's too narrow. It's just too narrow. And every time Witchbane Orb is on table, you're like praying, please don't have an Aberrate, please don't have a Rivalry, please don't have it. Please don't have anything to deal with it. If we were running Leyline of Sanctity, it's a little different since it's an enchantment, it's harder to hit, but an artifact, it's made out of eggshells. Let's remove it. Wormcoil though. Honestly, I don't see this one either. 6 mana. The issue is 6 mana. And at 6 mana, again, wouldn't you just rather play this card? Unless you're worried that Karn might die and it's the last thing you will do. I gotta say that Wormcoil Engine is extremely strong against mid-range. Chund, Rock, Abzan, I guess green, white, also, to a certain degree. But getting to 6 mana, I don't know. It's basically only good against mid-range. It's somewhat decent against something else as well, but if you play this against humans, they will just Reflector Mage it, and then it's stuck in your hand. You're gonna look really stupid. I don't like it. Alright, so that leaves us with Welding Char, Ballista, and a Spellskip. Char. Char is 0 mana, so there is that. It saves exactly 1 artifact from being destroyed. 1 artifact. Is that enough? Is that enough? It's 0 mana. Like, some people are running it, but I'm still not quite sure why. There's gotta be a reason for people including it. Like, I understand it when you're running like Mox Opals in a Warp Prison deck, but as a singleton, like when would you play that? If you have a breach, well, I mean, if you have a breach out and you're super scared about them blowing it up, I guess you could fetch a Welding Char. But is there any other situation I mean, you're saying Spell's Guide is better than Welding Charge. I kinda agree. But it does cost 0. Like, usually what you're trying to save from being destroyed by Spell's Guide is some kind of artifact destruction. So in that sense, Welding Charge does kind of provide you with the same functionality. That said, it can also be used to protect blood moons. That's not quite common though. It does come up with Tron sometimes. Pretty rare though. Pretty rare. And the fact that you can block... Well, you can block with it. But more than... Actually, the more I think about it, the less difference I see. Like, yeah, it can protect the Rebel Master as well. But that doesn't come up very often. Normally when you're signing in Spell's Guide, you're kinda wanting to turtle up anyway. So yeah, when you're turtling up, you want to protect your lock. It's for protecting your lock for the most part. Now, against some cards like Deputy of Detention, obviously Spell's Guide is better since it can target, it can redirect, since Welding Charge, it's not being destroyed. It's not being destroyed, it says exile. Everything I say is true, all not quite common, but in modern most Plague deck is 2%. What's that? What would that be? Is it Tron actually at this point, or humans? I think it's either Tron or humans or blue-white. I like my cards to have a broad hits across the field. I agree with you. I agree with you. When you're considering sideboard choices, especially, well, the way I like to think about sideboard choices. Now, obviously, this could apply to main board as well. Like a card can be evaluated from 2 different angles. So I like to score any given card by 2 criteria. The first of which is the strength, like from a scale of something to something. Let's say from scale of 1 to 5. How strong is this card against what it is trying to do? I'll come back to that later, what I mean with that. And the second one is the broadness indeed. How large field will it hit or affect from 1 to 5? And these scores combined kinda helps you evaluate if a card is better than the other. So for example here, Welding Charge, Spell's Guide. Which effect is more powerful? Well, you gotta consider the fact that this is 0 mana and this is 2 mana. It also adds to the fact. Effectiveness versus versatile. That's indeed what it's all about. I'm gonna go ahead and argue that 0 mana regenerate target artifact and 2 mana regenerate anything. That's what it's basically saying, is kinda on the same line. It's hard to say one is better than the other. Is this a 3 and this is a 3.5, or this is a 3 and this is a 3.5? Kind of hard to say. It is a creature, so it can block, but it hits more than only artifacts, so it increases the versatility. So I think that pushes it a bit over Welding Charge, not by much, maybe 0.5. So this is a 3 and this is a 3.5. according to my extremely unscientific method of valuing cards. But yeah, I think you are right. Welding Jar is weaker, so Spell Guide is better. Okay, so let's also put it in the if pile. It's maybe pile. So that leaves us with the Walking Ballista. Is Ballista good on the sideboard? I guess. Yeah. It's it's not bad or anything, right? Like, it does what it does. You can fetch it and it's as big of a threat as you'd like it to be. Also the fact that you can kill anything with it. But it's still quite slow. It's still quite slow. Like in the main deck, it's like this is a card that's actually better in the main deck than sideboard. In the magical Christmas Lands scenario, Karn stays on the board and you can fetch whatever you like turn after turn after turn. But that never happens. You play Karn and you have to choose really carefully because Karn might not live through the next turn. So a very obvious choice is quite often just taking a bridge or a Turbo Orb. Just to, you know, be able to protect yourself. Only if you're absolutely certain that Karn can stay at the table, you -2, he goes to 3. Maybe you might be able to squeeze in a liquid metal coating. But every time I play Karn on an empty table, and I minus to get a liquid metal coating, I'm like, please don't have a bolt, please don't have a bolt, please, please. Oh fuck, he had a bolt. Oh nice, and now I have a useless card in my hand. Oh yeah, and I wasted the whole turn. Yeah, that's great. It's almost like they had a counter spell, and I did absolutely nothing. No, it's actually worse because now I have an extra card in my hand in case I need to play a bridge. So I don't think so. I think it's better in main deck since it's very versatile. It can do a lot of stuff, but in the sideboard not so much. Okay. The last card is Hazoret. Now, it's not an artifact, but let's consider Hazoret first. Should she be on the sideboard? My instinct is yes. The reason is kind of twofold. Well, first of all, yeah, she's a threat. She's an additional threat, and sometimes you want more threats. So you can go 3 Eidolons and a Hazoret. But I think the fact that you can also discard cards, it comes up more often than you think, especially in humans matchup. It was actually only recently I realized Hazoret is actually quite good in that matchup. Not for the reasons I've been thinking, like, well, she'll never go through, she'll never connect. But she doesn't need to. She's only here for discarding cards you can't use. They keep bouncing stuff with Reflector Mage, well, discard it. They play Meddling Mage, can't play that card, well, discard it. So you'll stay under the bridge. I mean, this is probably obvious to everybody else, but it wasn't, honestly speaking, it wasn't that long ago that it finally dawned on me. Like, that's the point. That's the whole reason. So, all that said, I think it indeed warrants an inclusion. And if nothing else, you can still stay behind a bridge and keep discarding cards. I've won many games doing that. So Hazoret is in. I think I'm basically just trying to rationalize all the inclusions, not just blindly accept everything there is. So that leaves us with 3 extra cards. We already eliminated Trinisphere, since I still can't find a good justification for its inclusion. So, which 3 cards will it be? I think Fleetwheel Cruiser might be the first to go. I don't like it, but it's only another threat. Fleet Wheel Cruiser, and what else? I kind of want to say Sorcerer Spyglass, actually. Since most cards are already hit by card. Most of them. The only notable exceptions are Planeswalkers and, well, Planeswalkers and creatures, yes. And of those creatures, what creatures are actually problematic? Ones that I absolutely need to hit us with a Spyglass. Devoted Druid. Walking Ballista? No, wait, no. Walking Ballista is also an artifact. You don't need that. Doesn't count. Devoted Druid. What else comes to mind? Scavenging Ooze, maybe. Selfless Spirit. Burnt and Forge Tender. I'm just making these up now. These three are like questionable, or at least debatable. Devoted Druid. That actually stops something. I guess like Aether Grid. Girapur Aether Grid. It's a hard name to pronounce. Girapur Aether Grid. Tongue twister. I mean, I'm not saying there are no uses for it. And Planeswalkers, it's unnecessary to go over all of them. But the way that you normally combat Planeswalkers is just by, I don't know, killing them. Unless they're playing like a Saheeli combo. Against Control, this is really bad. It doesn't do anything against Chase or Teferi. Like, if you Spyglass their Chase, they're just like, okay, well, I guess I'm not chasing. Whatever, I'll just play a Teferi then. Or whatever. They don't care. They don't care. Yeah, whatever you're naming, yeah, indeed, like whatever you're naming, they will just go ahead and play the other thing. Like, every once in a blue moon, you might be able to lock them out, but... And then there are the mid-range Planeswalkers. Liliana. Yeah, kinda. The other Liliana. And then the fringe ones. Garruk. Yeah. I guess you can also name opponents Karn or Chandra, but if you're already fetching for it, you're kind of in the no man's land territory. You're or what's it called, the scorched earth tactic. If you can't have a Karn, then nobody can. I don't know. It's starting to look really dumb. Is there something I'm not seeing here? I don't know. I don't know. It's not horrible, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Devoted Druid, Girapur Aether Grid, and opposing Liliana. I don't really see enough reason to warrant its inclusion. I just don't. Maybe there's something I'm just not seeing here, but maybe this is the time for learning. Then we'll know. But at this point, I don't see anything worth mentioning. So 2 more cards. The Fleet Wheel Cruiser is on the chopping block already. I don't like it. So which one of these 4 will it be? What's the other one? Damping Sphere, Schoolmid Cauldron, Cooling Scales, Spells Guide. Well, it might be Cauldron. It might be Cauldron. Like I was arguing that Witchbane Orb is too slow. It kind of applies to Cauldron as well. Not as much, but the fact that you do have to play card first. And you do have to fetch it. Although, when you are playing against burn, you're just siding it in and hoping for the best. If you draw it, then you draw it. If you don't, then you don't. That's all. There's no way I'm including more than one card against burn. Ever. All decks you want Spyglass against, it's just better to adjust strategy, I think, not board in specific answer. I agree. I agree. And it was a little different until recently, before Karn was printed. Then you could also name like Aether Vial or Walking Ballista or Welding Char or whatever was the problematic card. But Karn gets rid of all that. Also, Damping Matrix, you almost always included at least one, but here, no point whatsoever. So Cruiser and goddammit, I think Damping Sphere is actually pretty damn decent. Eidolon, it's almost the same as Eidolon. It's almost the same as an Eidolon. But this is like 5th Blood Moon against Tron. I guess it also works against some fringe decks that like to play Utopia Sprawl. Namely this baby here. Yeah, this is Fluffy's deck. Nyctos, but that's not good enough reason. I'm just joking. But is there any point in playing Damping Sphere instead of just another Eidolon? In what scenario would a Damping Sphere be better than an Eidolon? Well, Tron. If you're playing against Tron, yes. Yes. But if you're only running 3 Eidolons, wouldn't it be better to just have another Eidolon? Eidolon is a little bit easier to kill, since it dies to a bolt, and Sphere obviously doesn't. But, Sphere is pretty good. 5th Blood Moon versus Tron and Amulet. But those decks are already good matchups for us. Tron didn't used to be, but nowadays I'm arguing it actually is. 5th Chalice versus Storm ad nauseum, of which ad nauseum already is a good matchup. Storm is. Now I've talked about this with some Storm players, and everyone is saying it's a bad matchup for them. And on paper, yes, it might be. But what it boils down to against Storm is, can you land a Chalice on 2? And do they have an answer for the Chalice in due time? And can you land a threat? I think a Storm is like 50-50 matchup, honestly. It can go either way, and sometimes it's just like there's nothing you can do about it. You play to all your outs and you still lose. It's a bit of a coin toss, to be honest. There's a bit of a skill involved, but not much. Not much. I guess what I'm trying to say, I want all my inclusions in the sideboard to be ones that either have an like huge impact on the game, like a Bridge, Gladys, Coding, or they help with a problematic matchup. That's true. You can also fetch it. You can fetch it in game 1, and that is something. That is something. 50-50 matchup for me. It is a 50-50 one. It is a 50-50 matchup. Well, you're kind of almost convinced me for leaving it. Tron. Okay, let's disregard Tron for a while. Let's ignore Tron. Phoenix, Storm. And I'm only trying to concentrate on the problematic matchups. Phoenix, Storm. Maybe some combo decks? I guess it almost warrants an inclusion. Almost. It is a fifth moon, and it can be grabbed by a card. So let's say you keep a questionable hand, and you well, no, wait. If you're able to speed out Karn, if you're able to power out Karn on a board, and you find yourself facing Tron, you are most likely grabbing a coding at that point. Unless they play Karn. I'm probably overthinking this. Okay, maybe there's a point to include it. Okay, so one more card. Cauldron, Spells Guide, or Scales. I think there's good enough reason to include Spells Guide. Although if opponent has a Karn, it's gonna look real sad. But I've lost too many times recently against humans when they just like you have a bridge out and then go Deputy of Detention and you lose. This is gonna help. I mean, it's not the only thing, but that's usually it used to be so that you just play a bridge and another bridge and then you're safe. They might have like one what's it called? The 3 mana comes into play, destroy artifact or enchantment. You know the guy I'm talking about. Reclamation Sage. But nowadays they just destroy everything. I think it should be here. So, Cauldron or Scales. I like them both. Honestly, I like them both. But maybe Cauldron... Now here's the problem. Every time I leave out Cauldron and I find myself facing Burn or any fast deck that tries to combat me with Burn, I feel really stupid. The thing is, you said that Witchbane Orb is better than Cauldron if you're facing Dredge, and I agree. It is. Since this will only negate one of their cards turn. And if they go chill, Conflagrate, which they totally might. This is just like, okay, 3 life. I don't know. We do have a Tormod script though. So we have some hedge against Dredge already. Which one is it? I guess it needs to be Scales. We don't have anything interesting against Burn besides just Eidolons and stuff. I guess if we do that. I guess so. Can I have 16 cards in my sideboard? If I was able to include this one, I would be happy, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I see way too much Phoenix already, and like this hits both Phoenix and Tron immediately, so I think there's a point. And you're basically bringing this in after sideboarding. Alright. I think this is what we are running now. Right? We didn't make too many changes. We basically took out a Trinisphere and a Sorcerer's Spyglass. And a Fleet Wheel Cruiser, yeah. Okay. Now this might work. This might work. Okay. Let's try it. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. The changes are they are minimal. They probably have a minimal effect on the whole deck because the core 40 or 50 or whatever, it's still intact. Yeah, I think we're just playing Chalice. I don't know what the opponent is playing. We're playing first. Oh, okay. I guess Chalice was pretty good. Okay, if a deck scoops or a Chalice on one, well, what can we say? It's not Dredge, it's not blue-white. It's probably something. It could be You Are Phoenix. It could be Phoenix. You Are Phoenix. But it's probably some kind of creature deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Angers. It could be Infect. If this is Infect or Boggles, it's gonna be child's play for us. Don't jinx it though. I shouldn't jinx it. It could be Goblins. It could be or it could be just Phoenix or Storm with nothing but 1-drops in their hand. It could also be Chant in some weird scenario, or humans that with only 1-drops. I'll bring a Hazoret and a it's not bringing in a Culling Scales, right? I think I'm gonna leave Torbor Orb out. I suppose. No, wait. No. Warboss is out. I'm bringing a Spellskite in. This sounds good to me. This sounds good to me. Right? Although I'm still not 100% sure what they're running. I'm still not 100% sure. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave these babies out. Let's bring back 2 Warboss. We can always fetch for them, but I think Angers are a pretty safe choice. Alright, so we have a Chalice. Again, we don't have a land, but we have 1 more draw and we have a Void. I'm gonna risk it. Interesting. Okay, we need a land. Well, here's hoping. Bolt. Okay, so is this mono red burn? It's mono red burn. Okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and play Chalice here. And we do have an answer for Shrine in the form of an Aberrate or a Karn. Smash? Okay, they had the Aberrate. So they did. We need the land. that actually won't do. That actually won't do. Nope. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen this happen in a long time. Getting mana screwed with a single color deck. All right. So this is mono red burn with Soulscar mages. I said goblins. So this is not goblins. I was a little wrong, but close enough. Oh baby. Oh baby. Well, Blood Moon doesn't do absolutely anything. We're dead, right? We're dead. We can just sacrifice this now. Yeah. Well, at least we see more. So now we know. I think it wasn't too far off from saying it's some kind of a creature deck. Obviously, I couldn't have known it that they were mono red. So this is a fast deck. It's a fast deck. So we need a spells guide immediately. Culling Scales is not very good. Do we take Eidolons? We just take Eidolons. Bringing 3 Angers, are we? I mean, they are playing Goblin Guides and Swift Spears, right? Like, why wouldn't they? I didn't see one though. This might be a different take. This also might be Mono Red Phoenix. I didn't see a Faithless looting, and the inclusion of a shrine kind of confuses me. But all I saw was Bedlam Reveler, Soulscar Mage. Do we just go a full retard on them? I don't think this is a horrible idea. We're not changing much here though. Eidolons? Really? I mean, they have to kill it, right? They have to kill it. Breaches. Yeah, maybe I'll take one bridge out to bring one more anger. Let's try this. Yeah, well. Do we mulligan this hand or not? It's got first turn War Boss. They play land, bolt, we're dead. It is a first turn War Boss though. And it's gonna leave behind one Dogen. I guess we'll have to try our luck. Because even if they kill it on turn 2, it's quite alright. They might be also keeping a hand with Aberrate. So we took out Trinisphere or left it behind, and now we immediately regret it. So they had the ball. Okay, they didn't have the ball. So let's play this. Obviously bottom. They're gonna have some kind of an answer here. Aberrate most likely. So this is Mono Red Phoenix. Okay. Incoming Aberrate or double bolt. I think we just lose here. Yep. I don't know, I guess in hindsight I should maybe have mulliganed to 6, but I had a first turn. Oh god! Seriously? I'm not even able to play it. Mana screwed twice. I'm gonna have to leave. Old Goblin, Token back now. That's sad. Oh boy. Do we still block? Do we? Oh boy. I think we have to block. I think we have to block. Challenge. At this point, not doing anything. Not doing anything. Oh, Chandra! Well, it is what it is. Gonna play out Caverns if we happen to draw a bridge. I guess technically dead. No, we are. Yep. Okay, we lose. GG. GG. Well, based on the information my opponent showed me in game 1, I think I made a pretty informed choice of placing them on some kind of aggro deck. It wasn't Infect, and I didn't know they were running mono red. But I don't know. Should I have mulliganed that hand? I guess in hindsight, but was it a mistake though? Was it a mistake? Was it a play mistake? Did I punt? Well, it's not a punt. It's a choice. It's a choice you make. Punt is an obvious mistake. That was like a choice. Still, is it wrong? Maybe I should have mulliganed one more time. Well, at least once. Since it was kind of all in on War Boss, and the fact that I didn't have a second red source, I think I should have mulliganed. It wasn't a clear thing, but I probably should have. Yeah. Not exactly what I like to see. But we'll have to make do. Well, let's start with a War Boss. Since they will most likely have some kind of an answer for it later. I'd rather see War Boss go. So we are looking at a sweep next turn, are we? Ooh, this is hard to say. This is hard to say. If they have a sweep, obviously I don't want to overextend. But let's see. So let's say I attack only. I don't play a Rebel Master and hold everything back. So this is 5, 7, 9. 5 plus 7 is 13. The 3 turn clock. If I play Rebel Master here, so this is gonna be 6. They go to 13. Next turn I will have how many goblins do I have next turn? I will have, this is a 6, 7, 8, 9. It's actually a 2 turn clock if that happens. 2 turn clock. Ooh. God damn it. But do they have it? They need to have it. You know what? I'm risking it. If they have a Snapcaster here to block, fine. Like they don't have it, alright. So if they have a sweeper here, then they do have a sweeper. I can at least follow up with Karn, so I'm not left with nothing. That's fine. Maybe I was wrong to do that. Chase is fine. Don't they die? Don't they still die? Well, if they bounce my Rebel Master, they don't. Do they get to live another turn? Let's say I replay Rebel Master. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I go to 3. Do we just ignore Chase here? Or do we kill Chase? I think we can kill Chase because they will go to 5. They will go to 3 though. It's almost, but not quite. I still can't kill them. But I think I should. If I swing in, I do 5. They go to 7. This kill. I play Chandra. They go to 5, and then I'm gonna attack them with every possible angle next turn. I think I like that. I think they will have a hard time beating everything I have on the table now. Yeah. Okay. So Bridge is out, Slackstorm's out, Eidolon's in, Hazard in. Even though sometimes I don't like bringing Hazard against Blue White, they will just pot it. But I don't think I have a choice. I need one more card. Spells Guide. Does do something to a certain degree. I guess I don't hate Spells Guide. It's better than a Slackstorm. Breach is completely useless. If the games goes to the point where they can start, well, they will turn the corner and start swinging in with the colonnade. I think we're just lost anyway. Torpor Orb does something, not a lot. Yeah. Not like this is the downside of running a list like this. You don't have as much game against control. You just don't. Yeah, we're keeping it. Like if they pot it, we can follow it up with another Rebel Master next turn. Ooh. All right, let's think. I play first turn Rebel Master. If they don't have a pot, we're in a great shape. If they do have the pot, I will get ramped to 2, and next turn I can play another Rebel Master. I can follow it up with an Eidolon. I could also just play Eidolon here. Bait it out. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's better to play an Eidolon. Because even if they don't have it, it's quite rare I think they can counter my Rebel Master. They might have a mana leak or something, but it doesn't happen all that often. Although I gotta say, if no. They need to have. They can have a Spell Pierce, I guess, or a Spell Snare. They could have it, but they're considering it. All right, but they need to have a pot here. If they have a pot, I will be able to play another Rebel Master next turn. They don't have it. Okay, now they're in big trouble. They could have like a Purge, I suppose. They don't. Ooh, a Ritual. So. If they have a Snapcaster, what do I want to play? If they don't have it, it's not gonna matter. But let's say they have it. If they have it, I guess in that case we still want to play Rebel Master. So they block Rebel Master. They take 3. Although, if I just play an Eidolon and they don't have it, it's gonna look quite dumb. Because I already have one Rebel Master. They probably do. They must have a Snapcaster here. If they don't, I've already won. What's the best play? I assume they do have it. Is the best play just play an Eidolon? I'm swinging with just 2 goblins. 17. No, but if I play Rebel Master, if they block my Rebel Master, they will still take 3, and next turn they're in big trouble. Yeah. Let's see if they have an answer for this. If they block, it's a calculated risk, and it's still something we can live with. They do have it. It's so obvious. They wouldn't think this long if they didn't have it. I'm still okay with that. Oh, okay. I guess they have like a Detention Sphere in that case. That would be pretty good as well. Okay, that's something, I guess. That is something. Well, there's not much else we can do here besides swing in with the team. I'm gonna lose 1 Rebel Master, but they're gonna take a lot of damage here. Unless they decide to jump block here. Okay, and jump block here as well. No? Yes? No? Okay. Take 4. Okay. No, wait. No. Do we actually play into that? No, we don't. No, we don't. Because if they have a sweeper, I don't have anything else. I already have a Lidl here. I already have a Lidl. Why should I play something else? No point. Absolutely no point. If they have the sweeper, I'm gonna be so sad. But at least then I have something. It's not gonna help at that point anymore, but... Okay, so no sweeper. Something. Detention sphere. Okay. Interesting. Why do they think I can do it then? Wow. Okay. Hard, huh? So let's see. I go to combat, take pot, take 4, I play... Maybe they... I think they might have a sweeper at this point. Since they fetched a plains. So if I play Karn after the whatever they play, I can fetch something. If they sweep next turn, I can 10 place whatever. Okay, they just scooped it up. But I still want to I still want to think this through. Like I swing in with these. They don't have a pot, they die. They have one pot. This is 7. Yeah, it's lethal. If they only have one pot. If they only had one pot, it's lethal. 2 pots, not lethal, they take 4. I'd play Karn. I'd fetch... I think we just fetch a coding. So they play a land, they sweep the board. Yeah, I think that would be the play. I take their island, play another island, and maybe return Karn. But yeah, they need to have a, like, they can't play Teferi because they only have 4 mana at that point. So it needs to be a cryptic command. And even in that case, I can just replay Karn since I already have the coding. Yeah, I think they were in a really tough spot. They were in a really tough spot. Alright. So 1-on-1. Lost to Mono-Red Phoenix, be blue-white. Let's see what else happens. It's quite slow. I do have a ritual. I have an aberrate. If this is Tron, I still have a sphere, I guess. Is this... I'm playing against an unknown opponent. Like, against what deck would this be good? Like, I play a land, they play something, I play a land, I aberrate, I play a land... It's questionable. It's questionable. But it's got an aberrate, so I'm gonna keep it. So now they know that we have a questionable hand. I still have something to play on turn 2. Oh, another blue-white. Wow. Okay. So we can power out either a Karn or a Chandra. I think it needs to be a Chandra. Since if I play Karn, fetch coding, say go, they play land, I play coding, they counter. And we're like, okay.
If you couldn't crack it with all your years of experience, it's impossible to conceive that I might have something to offer, right? Well, maybe I can do better than some over-the-hill burnout. Watch your mouth. Maybe you ought to just take some early retirement right now and get some rent-a-cop night security job. Tell mom stories.
Let's see if they can beat that. What do you think? If there's people watching, give me your opinions. Was I correct to play Chandra instead of Karn? There's a Snapcaster. Do we just kill it immediately? I think so. Because they might spend whole counterspell in preventing my Snapcaster killing. And they're just playing it to prevent Chandra from ultimating. And I think they're gonna fight for it. I'm just gonna kill it and hope that they don't have another one and Chandra can indeed walk the distance. Like if I were them, I would probably have a counter to Aberrate on their turn. Why wouldn't I? Sure, I played. What? Oh, they have another Snapcaster. They don't. All right. Cryptic bounce. Uh-oh. They're in big trouble. Yep, I'm just gonna emblem. I fail to see how they can win here. Maybe if we draw absolutely nothing. Yeah. So if we draw nothing into nothing into nothing into nothing, then maybe. That's not nothing. Do you have another counter? Okay. All right. Well, so blue-white again. This is such a boring league. I hate playing in leagues like this. I want opponents that can be hosed by playing Blood Moon. This is not one of them. We chose Spell's Guide. Is it the correct move? Like, do we have anything better? I Slack Storm. Torbor Orb. I don't know. Maybe Torbor Orb is better. If we assume they're playing Clique. This is just to prevent Rebel Masters from dying, but we already have Chalice. I think Torbor Orb might be better. I've been running into blue-white running Clique quite often recently. I think most decks do run Clique. Don't they? I think they do. Nice. No lands in the no lands. Oh, in the no lands. Oh man. Oh man, this is some tough luck. Well, there was nothing I could do about it. Absolutely nothing. So yeah. Yeah, let's start by Chalice. Start with the Chalice. This is gonna get countered. Worth a shot. Play Eidolon first. If we win this game, I will be really happy with myself. I don't think we will though. I don't think we will. Well, let's play another idol. They might just blow this up next turn. Looks like that's what they're planning. Okay, if that's the idea, I think we're just playing. I think we're just playing Warboss. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Yeah. Well, oh wow. Okay, they had it all. Yeah, and now they can play the Fairy or whatever. Ooh, well. Let's see. Like, they have 5 cards in hand. They don't have Cryptic Mana. They already used a pot. So let's work under the assumption that they don't have a pot. In which case, I think I should probably Rebel Master. Next turn Hazoret. Yeah, I think that's better. If they do have a pot, then they do have a pot. I'd rather have Rebel Master eat the pot than Hazoret. Now they're thinking about Logic nutting it. Which they should if they have it. Oh, they do have a pot. Okay. Well, that's a pot. Well, we did have to mulligan to 4, so not much I can do about it. Not much I can do about it. Maybe they have still one more pot. So we have 6 mana. Unfortunately, Krengo is gonna look a little stupid here. Do we still swing in with Krengo next turn? Or do we just play Hazoret? I think we just play Hazoret. No. We play Krengo. Since if they have a Teferi, we can just, you know, counter punch them with Hazoret next turn. Or that's the idea. I'm playing to my outs. I'm playing to my outs here. I'm doing everything in my power. I'm trying to take over this game after mulliganing to 4. I don't think it's going to happen though. Oh, that's aggressive. But I'm still gonna not block. Because we didn't come here to block. Okay. So they want us to leave this colonnade for blocking duty. Another Rabble Master is interesting. So if they have a cryptic command, that's gonna be bad. But let's assume they don't have it. They only have colonnade. So they will activate colonnade. Which will let them block something. So if it's Krengo, it's Rabble Master. If I play Rabble Master, Krengo dies. Do we just still play Rabble Master? I think we still just play Rabble Master because it can trade with Colonnade next turn. To attack with Krengo, we get 2 more tokens. Rabble Master deals 1 next turn. It's gonna be a huge. I'll play Hazoret. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Oh, okay, so they have a sweeper. Incoming! At least I do have a Hazoret to follow up with, so there is that. I don't think they would have done that. Unless they're counting on drawing one. That works as well. That indeed works as well. They just draw it using extra draw. But then I'm just gonna play Hazoret and hope for the best, I guess. Alright, so this signals me that they absolutely do have it. I'm gonna go ahead and block here. Here it comes. Yeah. Alright. Let's play Has. If they have a counter, they didn't. They have a pot. They don't have a pot, interesting. They have the pot. Oh. Well, I'm gonna die here, but like I'm still quite happy with my result after mulliganing to 4. And we still have one more game to go. I think after Fate sealing me, I think I'm gonna just concede. Let's see what they left on top, but it's gonna be a land or a ritual. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Alright, you got it. Any changes? Any changes? The difference between a spell skite or a turbo orb is not huge, honestly speaking. But I guess I don't know. I mean, spell skite does block one, but turbo orb can block multiple attempts at me. But they still need to have a snapcaster, so. I don't know. I don't know. It's only gonna be one card anyway. And this can't. Yeah. No. It can't hit purges anyway. So. Yeah. Well. If I happen to scry a ritual effect, it's obviously pretty good, but do we still go for it? It's good enough not to mulligan. Maybe we'll get a ritual, even if we don't turn 3 Blood Moon. I guess it's worth a shot. Sometimes they don't have a counter, and they only see me play creatures, so maybe they'll keep a removal heavy hand. There's a ritual. I'll leave it on top. Now we just have to hope that they don't have a first turn counter spell. Alright, so we do get to fetch for a basic here. That's unfortunate. Alright, so they do have the island as well. No, they didn't have the island. Interesting. Alright, so let's play an Eidolon in that case. Maybe they have the pot now. No pot yet. Now there's a pot. There's gotta be a pot. No pot. No blue source. Chalice, huh? Alright, so here's my chance. They are not able to do anything else than pot me. I think I want to play Karn. Question is, is there any scenario where I want to play Chalice and Eidolon instead of Karn? I don't think so. Because they need to have some kind of an answer for Karn next turn. Like a counter spell or something. One question though. Is timely reinforcements, is it an instant? Or a sorcery? It's a sorcery. Okay. I guess in that case it should not matter. Yeah, I am playing Karn. Like, they need to have a counter spell for the next card, and if they now purge my moon, that's sort of fine. End up big coding. Looks like they do have it. Oh, and a pot. Interesting. That's only have one blue. So they can only counter one thing. If they don't, if I knew 100% they don't have a counter, I would obviously just lattice them out. But I have no way of knowing. I have no way of knowing. So let's see. I suppose one way to do this is to play caverns, then play a chalice on. Ooh, no wait. Dovin's veto. Dovin's veto says it cannot be countered, right? Can it be countered by anything? Or just by spells? That's not with spells. It says this spell can't be countered, so even if I play a chalice... Oh, wow, what am I thinking? Chalice on 2 will stop my coding. No, I'm not... I almost failed my own chalice check. My coding will be countered, and so will my Eidolon. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and play coding and nothing but the coding at this point. Yes. So they have to counter. They have to counter here. And I get to play something else. I get to play something else. Muddy is saying Sorcerer Spyglass deserves its spot. Can you elaborate? I'm not sure if you're watching. Oh! Okay then. They had a spell snare. Wow. That's it though. Now I look really stupid. Oh, you're watching. Okay. Yeah, I mean it does have its uses. I'm not saying it doesn't. Maybe I should chalice it on 1. I just didn't see that they would have a spell snare, but it looks like they did. Meow meow. Okay then. What do we do? I suppose we'll just play chalice and Eidolon. And what else? Spell's Guide? No, wait. We can only choose one. Chalice and Eidolon, I guess. We can also just play a chalice on 2 here. I think that's what we're doing. Is there any reason to down the Karn? If I down the Karn and fetch for Lattice, they play like... They can take... well, if they have a click, they will just take it away from me. Yeah, I think we're just upticking here, right? I really don't see any reason to fetch for Lattice yet. I mean, they must know I have it, but like, what advantage would it be for me? What advantage would it possibly provide to fetch for the Lattice immediately? You're saying up Karn. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Fetch next turn. Yeah. Right? Like, why wouldn't I? Well, they shouldn't be able to. They shouldn't be able to. Well, actually, if they have a Dovin's veto, they can counter. They can. They're digging for one. Oh. Did they find it? Oh. God damn it. Chandra, huh? Oh wow. That's wow. Alright, let's see. So they left it on top. So either it's a counter spell or they're just trying to bluff me. Do we still go for it? We could also just try to... Do we go for it? You're saying go for it? No, that's not correct anymore, because they have a flooded strand. They can still have a logic knot. They can have a logic knot at this point. What worries me is the fact that they left it on top. I don't think they have a luxury of bluffing here. So I think they have a counter spell. I think they have a counter spell. Like, okay, I suppose there is a very slight chance that they're being, like, I don't know, this is a next level thinking. They know that I think they have a counter spell, but actually it's the other way around and they don't have a counter spell. I think I need to play Chandra. I think I need to play Chandra here. It's just what it is. If they counter that, then they need to have another counter spell. See? Spell Queller. Oh, fuck me. Well, that's actually quite nice. That's pretty damn good, I gotta say. Well, now what? If I down dig, they will just kill it. I think I have to up dig. Oh shit. I think still in hindsight I make the correct move. If this was their only card, like I'll have to up dig. Nothing I can do about it. Well, also the fact that they had a spell queller in their hand. Yeah, they might have a cryptic. If they have it, then they have it, and that's all. Like, let's say I knew about this, and I fetch pro Lattice, so Karn goes to 2, I play Lattice. They'd be like, in response, play Queller. They can't counter it, but they'll be like, okay, and next turn they will just kill my card. That's it. Nothing else I can do about it. Oh, here comes Teferi. Yeah. Oh well. I think I still think I played to all my outs here. I thought every single line of play very carefully. So Okay, so they decided to optic. Thanks, Muddy. I do appreciate that. Well, obviously now a Sorcerer's Spyglass would do something, but the fact that they can just kill my Karn here, whatever I pick is... so let's say they don't have a counter spell, so what am I getting? Culling Scales, which will destroy my Chalice. Still would have played Chalice on 2 before coding. Really? Like, they because they knew about the coding, they would have been like, okay, resolves, and then I can't play my coding. I mean, obviously, yeah, then they cannot play anything else, but this hasn't done anything. I don't see how that would have turned the tide in any way. I just don't. Well, I don't have any other option but to actually play Culling Scales. You know what? I think I'm fetching for Culling Scales here. Yep. That's what I'm doing. This might sound dumb, but it's my only out. Upticking Karn here does absolutely nothing. Like, I guess I can play a Breach, but so what? What does it actually do? Nothing. This will destroy my Chalice, and yes, I know that I can also destroy my own Chalice by upticking Karn, but then I wouldn't be able to force this one in. It's so far-fetched, it's not even funny, but I gotta try something. Also, now I can technically also play Eidolon when Chalice dies? Probably not. Probably not, though. Yep. That's destroyed. Happens. Oh wow, they have a small Teferi and a big Teferi. This is just to bait out basically anything. Oh yeah, I can't do it anymore because they have a small Teferi in play. I think I might just scoop here. Maybe I should. Yeah, alright. You got it. I fought a good fight. I fought the good fight, but just wasn't enough. I already won one match against Blue White, so I'm happy. Hold on, let me answer a text real quick. Okay, yeah. Alright. So, unfortunately, we are 1 and 2, but what can I do? It's sometimes you get the matchup lottery correctly, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't get lucky. And I don't think I made any straight up playing mistakes in those games. I don't think so, at least none that I could see. So we only need to win 2 more games. How hard can that be? How hard can that be? Anyone wants to play with me? Everybody's like, prison deck, no thank you. You can choose somebody else. Come on! Come on! I want to play a game! Time to play a game! Yeah, like, this is one of the reasons I don't really like running competitive leagues. Even if I do 3-2 here, the difference is, well, there is no difference. you still get your money back and 1 chest as a comfort prize. But if you go any lower than that, you get absolutely nothing. Like, because sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it just happens. I think in the long run, you're still better off playing friendlies, but obviously none of this is going to matter soon enough when this structure is going to change in 1 month or so. None of this is going to matter. It's a first turn Blood Moon. Thanks, man, I do appreciate it. Maybe there should be a better way of communicating with you guys. I mean, I'm completely happy with you just typing in the Pyro Prison main channel, but you do know that there is a YouTube chat here. Oh, come on, is this a third blue-white control? No, it's spirits. It's spirits. Well, I think you have to be logged into YouTube to type in the chat though. But yeah, it's all the same to me, actually. I think I think I'm still gonna first turn Blood Moon them. So it's gonna leave them with Vial and nothing but the Vial. We have a Karn, but it's gonna happen much later. We need something. Oh, we have a forest. Oh, that's not something. That is not something. Noble Hierarch. Or that. Or that. Okay, we're in big trouble. well, maybe they don't have anything else and we get the Slagstorm next turn, because we're gonna draw into extra mana. And they're not gonna sacrifice my Mausoleum Wonder. Yeah, didn't think so. Well, well, we're aberrating this guy, right? So if we, well, it's the only option we have. We have to do it now. These are 2 4s. Right. This is 6. Is there anything we could draw? Anything at all? I don't think so. They just went over my Blood Moon. So we play this. It does nothing. Yeah, we're dead. We're just dead. Okay, so chalices are actually super bad here. Hangers are okay. I mean, hold on. Let's reconsider. Let's reconsider. The problem is Culling Scales hits my chalice first. That's a damn fact. That being said, it's not completely without its uses. I do like the fact that I can blood moon them and then play Chalice to prevent them from using Aether Vial. They did play Forest, so they are playing Noble Hierarchs. They are playing Noble Hierarchs. Okay, let's take out Rabble Masters. Let's start with that. I think in this matchup I want to bring the Turbo Orb in the main deck. Because at the point we have Karn, it's probably not gonna come true since they're gonna play Spell Queller and Spell's Guide is not very good here either. Third Chalice, Fourth Bridge. I don't know, this might be one of the matchups where we actually take out a Karn just to bring the fourth bridge. We're in a hurry here. We're in a hurry. But is that the correct move? Is it actually the correct move? Honestly, I'm not so sure. No, it can be the correct move. It is though, isn't it? I think so. Why deck? Why? I'm playing 22 lands exactly for this reason, so it wouldn't happen. And now it still does happen. Well, when you're running more than 21, this is not my frustration talking. Trust me, I'm actually I'm dead serious. I'm not frustrated. I'm just saying that if you're running 22 lands and you still run into situations like this, then you do get to complain. It kind of gives you a right to do that. But I'm gonna have to mulligan. Yeah, now we took out all the meaningful cards. I can't keep this hand. I play Chalice and it doesn't do anything. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh boy. Well, let's see. Let's play a turn 2 Krengo. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Do you guys agree I was correct in shipping the first hand? I think I was. I'm gonna aberrate that guy. Because I don't see any reason not to. Oh, I didn't see any reason to keep that hand. It didn't really go anywhere. Granted, it did have a ritual, but so. Okay, so they are probably gonna have some kind of answer for Krengo here. Right? Just wonder what that might be. Becomes Spell Queller. Okay, that's a 2-3. So now it's a 3-4. And another one, I see. So that's a 4-5. Yeah, obviously they're not gonna attack here. A War Boss. So let's see. I play War Boss. It's gonna create one more token for me. I swing in with everything. Krengo goes to 4-5. Krengo becomes a 4-5. If they block with just one of these, if they just block with this, it's not gonna die. If they double block, I get to kill one of their fandoms. They have 3 cards in hand, and they'll take 5. They go to 6, and I also get like 4 more tokens. I don't think they run any sweepers, so I really don't see how they could work, how they could win here. This is super aggressive, but like I want to see them win. I'm as wide as I can. Okay, so they're blocking. They're double blocking. Okay, I understand that. I want to see Supreme Fandom die. Like that. Now I have a million goblins. And they walk the distance. Okay. Leaving everything back as they should. So that's gonna be 10-11. Yeah, I was just doing the math. Like, is there any way they could win here? That was a close one. I mulliganed to 5, and I won with Krengo. I won with fucking Krengo, Thin Street Kingpin against Spirits. That's something. Any changes? I don't think so. Chalice is actually kind of questionable. You know what? I'm gonna bring back Karn and Hazoret. Do we bring in Hazoret? I guess it's better than a Chalice, right? They might be playing Path, but it's just not fast enough. That will do. I don't think we need it. But we actually do need it. Yes, we do need it. Please don't play anything. Please don't play anything. Okay. Well, I think we're still doing it, right? Ooh, that's pretty good. But they get to play one thing. Unless it's that. Unless it's that. Well, we have to slow them down, right? So let's kill that. They have all the hierarchs in the world. Apparently. Okay, this is awkward. If we play Chandra here and down deck, they can just kill my Chandra. And we're left with nothing. Also, well, I mean, they will need to kill my Chandra at that point. But the problem is if I don't do that, they will just play whatever they like on the next turn. They can still probably only play one thing, but I gotta say I don't like either approach here. I don't like either approach. Play Chandra uptick and hope for something next turn like a sweeper. I mean, I do have 5 sweepers, but the other option is play Chandra down deck, kill this guy. Next turn they will just attack with Hierarch, Chandra dies, and I'm on the top deck mode. And they will keep playing threat after threat after threat. Although the fact that they still are playing only Hierarchs kind of leads me towards believing it might be that they don't really have much else going on. So maybe the correct move here is to down deck. Maybe they need another source of mana. So Chandra dies and they keep attacking. I think we have to down deck. We just have to. I don't like it, but we'll have to do this. And Chandra dies. Yeah. Well, let's see. Okay, so they found the basic land. They always find it. That's probably not gonna be enough. Hulling scales. That's gonna do God's work here. No reason to attack. This is gonna kill their Hierarch and the Phantom. They're both dying. You know that, right? Alright. I don't think they want to play anything here. And now that is dead. We can get rid of a Blood Moon just to keep my opponent in check. That's decent, I guess. But are we just gonna let Culling Scales go at this point? I can either let Calling Scales go or just destroy. Let Simian Spirit Guide go. When facing spirits, I boarded out all cards. They're just so bad. That might be correct. But here, let's see. So if I let Calling Scales itself go, I still have a threat, and I have an answer. I do have an answer for whatever they are playing. I'm sorry I'm playing so slow. It's just that I want to voice out everything going in my head, so you guys know what I'm thinking. Otherwise, it probably would be quite a boring stream for you. I'm seeing me just sitting here like this and going click click click. So let's see. I destroy Simian Spirit Guide. I draw nothing, and next turn they play nothing, and then Calling Scale is destroyed, and I'm left with nothing. Other option, I let Calling Scales go, swing in, they play something, if they happen to play something, and I can aberrate it. Yeah, let's... It's time to let Calling Scales go. Since it might be so that Spirit Guide here itself might be able to walk the distance. I can destroy that if I want to. I'm gonna see what I draw first. Slagstorm. Well, I think I'm not gonna do that. So, they're gonna go to 6. This is 3. Yeah, we're destroying it. I don't want to see them play anything. They're in a tough spot. They are in a tough spot. Attack Monkey is doing some work. This is a rare thing that happens, but sometimes it does happen. You just kill them with an Attack Monkey. I think you're gonna die. So Charlie's on 1. Now you can't even play a Hierarch. And you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Phew! That was a close one. That was a close one. Interesting. I'm really glad I walked my mental path of do I downtick with Chandra or not. Since I was almost about to uptick and wait for or hope for a sweeper or an answer to whatever was gonna hit the table. But after thinking it through, I kind of realized no, that's not what you want to do. Alright. So one more game. Let's see if we can 3-2 this baby. I gotta say it's much more fun to play when I know that people are watching live. Even just recording the gameplay it kind of forces you to make some more informed decisions, if you will, because you have to voice out everything you're thinking, which means sometimes when you hear yourself saying something, you'll be like, no, wait, that is right, it doesn't work like that. No, yeah, that's a bad idea. Actually, let me cancel. Let me use the bathroom real quick and get something to drink. Be right back. And it's easier to keep the discussion going when you are not muted. Didn't really say anything interesting though. Well, I mean, I do have Void. Is that enough? YOLO. Ooh. Yeah, I was actually riding on Void here. Okay, so Amulet Titan. And in that case, Blood Moon is great. This went quickly from meh hand to okay, hand 10, meh hand 10, okay. Sure. They are running Karn themselves though. I know that they are. That's decent. I'm gonna kill all the creatures. They are gonna play an additional land, but so they are. If they play a Karn here, I'm just gonna play my own. Okay, they didn't have it. But you know what? I do. And now we're taking coding. Let's see if they got an answer. They need to have something now. Otherwise they just lose. Doesn't look like an answer to me. Doesn't look like an answer to me. Alright, they're still playing. Sure. Maybe they're... I suppose they could still draw it into their own Karn here. Okay, we win. I absolutely won that last Spirit game on the back of calling scales. No question about it. And I gotta give credit where credit is due. This was Russ's idea. Russ played this card yesterday on the Trinisphere slot. Now, I never get to watch Russ's stream live, which is kind of an unfortunate thing. Because he always starts around 3 or 4 a.m. my time. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's... I saw him included, and it just occurred to me it might be good. So thanks, Russ. You the man. You the man. 2 Chalice out, I guess. Even though they do have a couple of targets, but in the Titan matchups, you normally just want to put it on 0 to combat Pack, but even that is a little questionable. Do I want anything else? Do I want anything else? Spell's Guide? I mean, I guess, but it's I don't think so. Torbor Orb is... I don't think there's any point in running Torbor Orb against Titan Shift or Titan decks. None. Bridge, that's the important card. Not Torbor Orb. So what if they can fetch 2 lands? If that's all they're doing. Well, it doesn't have a Blood Moon, but it has lots of other stuff. So maybe it's enough. Okay. So I'm kind of standing at the crossroads here. So I can either first turn War Boss them, or I could first turn Krengo them. That might be actually better. Or I could sit tight and Karn them next turn. I could also go full retard and play Chalice. I think Karn might still be the correct move. He did mulligan to 6. What do you guys think? I think Karn is still the correct way to go. But I might be mistaken. War Boss is a fast clock. But is it better than Karn? Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm gonna play Chalice on... Obviously I'm gonna play Chalice on 0 if I decide to play Karn. I think we'll have to go with Karn here. I think we'll have to do that. And now they know that I had some other options, just because we waited so long. Ooh. Okay, they didn't have a follow-up though. That might be good. Alright. Well, we didn't come here to do nothing. So let's Karn. And let's coding. And now they have to be quick about it, or they will be in a world of hurt. Okay. There's a land. Oh, there's another land. Ooh. Do you have a payoff? Don't have a payoff just yet. So do we just start killing their lands now? I mean, I think so. What else? What else? Alright, there's another amulet. It's not gonna do anything without a payoff though. Alright. Now they're in big trouble. Since I'm gonna go ahead and destroy their Gruul turf here, and now they have no colored mana. Which means I get to a war boss. Aha! Yay! Yay! Nice. Well, we got our money back, and something small extra. So it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. Every time you at least got your money back, you are making progress, at least somewhat. That's pretty nice. That was pretty nice. I know that probably you shouldn't open chests, but lately I've been just going wild. Now here's the thing. The price. Let's see what's the price of a treasure chest. If you sell a treasure chest, what's the current going price for it? Treasure chest. 2.33 tickets. So the expected value of a treasure chest, I think it's a little under 2 tickets. So technically it makes more sense to keep them. But if you open at least 2 tickets worth of content, I'm still happy, because no matter what you open, you're still winning. You're still gonna make a profit. So yeah, maybe if I get like 16, maybe I wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna open it just due to the fact that I just enjoy this. I like going crazy. Let's see what we get. Alright. Ooh, 5 play points. Well, didn't get so lucky this time. Angrat, the Flame Chain. What the fuck is this card anyway? 5 mana, 4 loyalty planes for each open discards a card. Huh. That's bad. Prophet of Crufix. Not very interesting. Maybe I'll just Google them. They cannot be worth anything. Yeah, Angrat is not. Prophet of what? Yep, they're worth nothing. We got 5 play points. Yep. Whatever. We still have 375. I'm okay with that. Closing thoughts? I mean, we ran into blue-white twice, and we also lost against mono-red Phoenix. Since they scooped it up on the first turn, and I didn't know Blood Moons were gonna be useless. I guess it's not the only reason, but so I would have wanted to see a little bit wider range of different decks here, but I suppose we still got the Titan, so combo, we got blue-white, so control, and we got Spirits, which is aggro, and mono-red Phoenix, which is also kind of aggro. I feel kind of happy with the choices. I gotta say that Spyglass would have done something at this one point, but in hindsight, it would only have granted me extra information. And to my mind, figuring out what your opponent has in their hand, what cards they are holding, like, okay, obviously you cannot 100% know unless you see. But if you're paying close attention to your opponent's actions and movements, I'm gonna argue that you will be able to guess it, at least vaguely. For example, the way they held up, they put the card on top, so it needed to be an counter spell, and it didn't really occur to me that it might be a spell queller because they very rarely run it. It's actually a really rare thing to see in blue-white control, but it happens. So even if I by some miracle had deducted the fact that they were holding spell queller, it wouldn't have mattered. Then I would have just fetched for lattice, played lattice, and they would have played spell queller on an empty table and killed my card, and I would have been stuck with a useless lattice. You cannot have one without the other. So I'm not really saying I missed the Spyglass. I don't think I missed the Spyglass. Calling Scales was amazing. It's basically killing them one creature a turn. It does look like, when you look at it, like it's too slow. You played and only next turn it's gonna kill some. Yeah, sure. But the fact is, you get to choose. You get to choose. This is like an aberrate. This is like a 3-mana aberrate. That says suspend. So it's a suspend for 3, and then it keeps going on every single turn. It's way better than it looks. I think I'm gonna keep including Scales for now. Damping Sphere, I really didn't get to use it, so I really can't say anything just yet. But this might be the only card I'm not too sold about. I'm not saying it's bad, but it might be the one that will get the axe. Maybe swap it with an Eidolon or something else. I don't know what yet. I gotta think about it. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Got a nice little deck of sorts, and we got a league, and we went 3-2. So I'm really happy with the results so far. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.